Alright then, here we go. Looks like I have another transparency mode lined up. Oh, wait a second. This is for who I just saw. Did she agree to participate at some point? I hope she understood what she was allowing. Oh man, no, they're gonna have to work on their communication here because, like if you're going to agree to transparency mode, that's okay. But you should only have the proxy to whom they said they agreed do this. Don't have them say they agree and then send someone else in to do it. I'll check the emails. I mean, well, wow, this is her phone though. Well, maybe we'll start with the text messages because there's only 2 of them. It says there's 8 emails though. Hello from Seattle. Who's this? It's me, Holiday. Oh, how are you? I'm out of money, probably going to get kicked out soon and nowhere to go. You wouldn't have it in your heart to help out an old friend, would you? Conversation ends there. I'm here. Are you? I don't see you. I'm by the statue. Which statue? Looks like a lady. There are a lot of statues that look like a lady. It's a cemetery. Wait, I see you. Okay, so she did meet up with somebody. Gee, that sounds like a big complicated mess there. It's my health steward. This almost looks like one of those emails you would see from like a shady company who's trying to get your information by... Because it's telling her like to go into her connected organizations and delete, and then add new connection and add them instead. So what? Really? I don't know. There's something weird about that. I don't know. Electricity bill overdue. A payment of $204.12 remains outstanding on your account. $204.12? Trust me, I've seen people worse off than this. I don't know, man. Rosewater Hotel and Casino. Big surprise there. God, this is just textbook. Every Monday, Club Rosewater VIP members age 60 and older receive $10 in cash points. Admittance to the buffet for only $15. So Willa must be like her daughter, then. I'm sorry, Mom, we were really struggling ourselves. And Willa was the one that met her at the cemetery? Yeah, okay. Alright, so Willa is her daughter. I think. Pay as little as 0 for 4 to pray in HCI if you fill before January 30th. Patient out-of-pocket expense may vary. Oh my god, it's just reading this. It's depressing. Notice of late rent. Sent on Christmas Day, no less. Good job depicting the landlords as assholes, huh? Apartment 608, as we discussed in person earlier today, your rent for the month of January was late. Marking the 3rd time. Wait a minute. It was sent on December 25th. It says January was late, making the 3rd time your rent has been late since last June. So I assume they're talking about June of the year before that. Note that a Seattle tenant who habitually fails to pay rent receiving 4 or more pay or vacate notices within the 12-month period is subject to eviction. But that's not within a 12-month period. It couldn't possibly be. Alright? If January was late and that was the 3rd time, and you're sending this on December 25th... Oh, okay, this is the email about the special offer for this thing, for transparency mode. But there's no indication that she ever, submitted to it, as far as I can tell. You have to do that physically, right, to the person's face? Has she seen anyone else besides me? Well, now that we have the information, let's try the conclusion. Overall, Holiday is struggling, agree. Holiday is attempting to get out of debt, agree. Holiday's efforts to get out of debt are unsuccessful, agree. Oh?
Hey, Ray, the transparency mode I just did, I think one of our clients is in a really bad situation right now.
Oh? Yeah, sometimes that happens. People come in and their lives are in a really unfortunate place.
It can be hard to see sometimes.
Yeah, Darren. I wish there was something we could do, but that's not really our... It's not really our responsibility, is it? It's our responsibility to help them feel better about it, but where do you draw the line between helping someone feel better and actually solving the problem, you know? I feel really sad about it for some reason.
I feel really sad about it for some reason. This person's getting ground down for no reason, just for being in the way.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. There's not much we can do. All of what you learn in transparency mode has to stay confidential. The only exception is suspected child abuse and neglect, which you're required to report if you're a social worker.
Somebody made a reference, like they said this, it might have even been Steven actually, said this reminded him of Papers, Please. I've never played that, but from what little bit I know, this is the kind of situation that comes up in that game.
But proxies aren't really social workers, per se. Eliza is really the one with the agency here, so, well, it's complicated.
Well, that's not good at all, is it?
Probably something for a future court to decide. Either way, we can't try to fix people's lives on our own, no matter how much our heart goes out to them. I think there's an email somewhere with a summary of our policy on that if you want. It's come up before.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just hitting me hard right now.
I understand.
I mean, that's good. It's good that it's hitting you hard.
It takes strength to focus on the role and not get distracted by what you see.
It means that you're human. You still got it, you know? It means that you're not dead. It's not, after, like, doing nothing for 3 years, you can tell she feels bad about that.
Think of it like, say someone hired you to install something in their home, and you walk in on a tense family situation. Even if there isn't actual violence you're seeing, it's clear things are kind of off somehow. It's unfortunate, but there's not much you can do in that situation. You kind of just have to focus on your work and leave. If it's not at the level where you need to make a call to emergency services right then and there, then it's just an unhappy home.
Yeah, I don't think this woman even has a home anymore.
And most people would argue it's not your business. Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
I know it happens that a lot of people live in conditions where I'm just sad. This woman, the way she did 2 whole sessions with me, with Eliza, but didn't say anything about her real problems. Ray, what am I doing? I wanted to make something that would help people. Instead, I made something useless.
Huh.
You don't think she got some companionship out of Eliza? Sometimes that's really a help, especially for someone who might be feeling lonely.
Yeah, but I could have just talked to her. I could have just spoken to her myself. Why would that be any different?
Everything is so overwhelming. Why am I here in this world?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, or even what I'm trying to decide. Is there a decision? The world is going to be full of grief and sorrow no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to make it a better place.
Evelyn, did you think about what I suggested the other day?
What, trying Eliza for myself?
Yeah. I'm not saying it'll magically fix things. I just think you might want to give it a try.
Based on what I've seen, I don't think it would do crap.
Maybe I will. I don't know why I never did. Even when I was working on it, I never used it. It might have been too obvious to me what it was doing. Eliza is really simple at its core, you know? It just turns things around. It tries to reflect what the person says back at them, pretty much like the old Eliza. It's just a smoother version of an idea from half a century ago. Anything you've read that makes it sound fancier than that is just a bunch of academic jargon. It's a mirror.
The thing I like about a mirror is that it has no agenda of its own. It just reflects. Unmisted by love or dislike. Promise me you'll get help somehow, in some way. Okay, Evelyn?
Sorry, I should answer this.
Man. So what do I think of transparency mode? I was given access to it rather fast. Sometimes the system makes interesting decisions. Perhaps it knows to trust you implicitly. Have you noticed how powerful it is? Not really. Eliza is now capable of rapidly analyzing the contents of single devices and accurately inferring the overall life situation of its owner. It will only improve from there as we add more sources, more patterns to tease out the connections between them all. Turns out anything is possible with enough data. Is that why you hoard it all? I'm tempted to say that. And you seem to have quite a lot. We could be passive-aggressive about this. Let me amend my previous statement. Anything is possible with enough high-quality data. There's an unlimited quantity of uninteresting information, but a small amount of certain specific data can be of almost incalculable value. Telling one from the other is the difficult part, don't you think? There's one more thing I'd like you to see. After that, I'll meet with you in person again.
Let me guess. Messaging with Raynor again?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt our conversation. I always feel like I have to answer him right away.
I would too. Are you kidding? I totally understand.
I guess I'm going to be headed downtown to meet with him again.
Summoned from on high. I have something to ask, Evelyn, and it's okay if you say no, but
Would you want to come with me?
whatever you end up getting involved in, I hope you'll stay in touch with me.
Well, I kind of want to stay in touch with you too, actually.
You're a really cool person, and well, that's all. I hope you find the future you want.
Oh, man. Should I go that far? No, I'm not. Ugh, that sounds too, like... Me too, Ray. I really hope I do.
Me too, Ray. I really hope I do.
Ray nods, but doesn't say anything. I notice her eyes are starting to become watery. Oh, man. She turns away abruptly, heading back toward her office. I hope I didn't upset her somehow. Oh, maybe I should have said the anthemic epic thing. Oh no, phone, but first we gotta check out the window! Something to see before I go to headquarters again. I wonder what Raynor was talking about. Wish I'd known more about her situation beforehand. Not that I could have changed anything. Maybe future Eliza counseling centers could point struggling people to community resources. Local rent assistance programs, anything like that. There has to be something we can do. Funny how these emails always come in two at a time, isn't it? Uh-oh, Sauron and Sarah. Let's look at the meeting with Raynor first. Raynor would like to speak with you again. I have scheduled a meeting for 4:35 p.m. today. As before, a car will come pick you up. A car? What time is it right now? It's 3:83 p.m. That's like in an hour and 45 minutes. I'll barely have time to get Burger King. Aponia, Venture Post-Exclusive Eliza creator, raises cash from top VCs for hot new direct stimulation startup. Aponia is the new Seattle startup helmed by Dr. Soren Lloyd-Rose, the chief psychologist and project lead. It has raised $26 million. Alright, so he has some VCs, venture capitalists, I assume. You get that many people to believe in you, I suppose. This was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. Oh my god! Oh, dude. Dude! Wait a minute. Whoa. I have no idea what these cards even mean. Is that an ace? Are these twos? 4? How to play? Oh, God. So, like, we have 3 of these right here, so probably you have to use those. Like, 1, 2, 3. Or do we stack them on top of each other? No. No, that's not gonna work. Can I look at this one? Can I move these onto other ones? Oh, if I can get rid of this one. Oh, if they're the same, you can put them on top of each other. Oh, hang on. Wait, there's... That's it, that's it, that's the fourth one. Here, wait, hang on. Can I move this back down? Can I put this one in here? Oh, I'm just gonna back out of that, but that's cool that that's unlocked now. It really is. Oh, it's time is passing here. Maybe I should get off of this thing. Yeah. Looks like I have one more transparency mode to do today. I'll get that out of the way before I meet with Rainier again. Rainier? I keep saying Rainier. Jeez. Ooh-wee. Oh, jeez. What? Are you serious? I'm gonna look through Sauron's... Oh my god. Overall, Sauron is... Like, I could tell you this already just by talking with him. Sauron is attempting to connect with others. We saw that in the bar. And his attempts were unsuccessful. We saw all of that just in that little bit of time we spent together in the bar. Text messages. Well, so mine are in here, I assume. No, they are not. But he has texted me. So is this like selective? Also, I see he's been talking to Nora in here. Oh, God. I don't know where I should go first. Maybe the email. Sauron, the problem here is not that we think it impairs you. You've clearly demonstrated to us that whatever your process is, it's working and generating great results. What we're concerned with is optics, really, how it would look to those on the outside if it were to become known that there was a drinking culture or something similar at Eponia. You know as well as we do how rumors and hearsay can spread out of control and ignite a firestorm on social media. I hear you about responsible use of alcohol and also about how most antidepressants don't even come close in terms of their immediate action. Believe me, I've been there myself, hasn't everybody. Except for me, apparently, it's never worked on me. I mean, it seriously hasn't. Like, I've told this story before. I was at a bar one night, drinking beer, feeling absolutely pathetic. And after drinking like 3 beers, I ordered a Coke, took 1 sip of it, and I was on cloud 9 because it tasted so good. So, I don't know. You know, I don't know what it is with me or why didn't I? Anyway. What Walter and I are saying is simply to be careful, to not be so cavalier about this kind of thing. But in front of your new hires as well. Okay, so they don't want to venture because he's a drunk ass. Not a big surprise there. Sauron, we can do this one of 2 ways. We can either work together as you suggest and stay professional, or we can simply go our separate ways. There are plenty of places for us to carve out a space. So this girl wants to work with him, but she doesn't like him hitting on her. That's basically what that is. Oh, wow. Okay. No, Dad. Just no. You're supposed to be the genius who developed all these great applications for mental health. Have you ever considered you might need a therapist yourself? Damn, savage. Heather Calperthwaite. What a name. Dear Dr. Lloyd Rose, I understand you had some concerns around the way your interview went on MSNBC last week. Also, this looks like a PR company where, like, public relations wants him to hire them to manage his, Twitter account. We know certain other people who could use one of these. Jonathan, is a partner required? Hi, Dark Horse. Dark Horse? Is this like his name on the message board somewhere? Or is it Reddit ID or something? Most people will come to the seminar with a partner in order to practice and learn with their model, and I think that's definitely the most valuable way to attend. But there's a big difference between between watching the ties being done and practicing them on a real person. What? To answer your second question, yes, you must bring your own rope. I recommend at least 2 15-inch ropes and 1 30-inch in order to complete all the ties we demonstrate. What the fuck? he did say before, you know, he didn't really say it straight out, but it seemed to insinuate that he was into that. Into the whole, like, BDSM thing. I thought at first that this meant that the VR he was working on was, like, something else. No, this is just a person answering his questions about, like, whether to bring a partner to a seminar about, presumably, S&M, or BDSM, or whatever. Gee, wow. He is attempting to connect with others, all right. I guess he's hoping that he won't be able to deconnect. Alright, now let's get to the really juicy stuff. The zip chat. We'll save Nora for last. Well, should we do these chronologically here? It might make more sense. Back up to the top. Your show was great, just wanted to say. Hi, Sauron, thanks. Had a wild night. Not the wildest night I've ever had, but up there. Definitely feeling pain in muscles I didn't know I had. Yeah, we are getting older. Well, it's not fair at all. I'm far older than you. Besides, you looked fantastic. Your beauty has only grown since the days we worked together. Sorry if that's inappropriate. LOL, Sauron. Frailer than I used to be, but the fire's never gone out. Yeah, we all tell ourselves that. Still need to get out and do something bacchanalian. Are you trying to impress her with this ridiculous vocabulary of yours? I convinced Evelyn to come too, you know. I don't think she would have gone otherwise. Oh, thanks. You're welcome, you know. I know you fancy her. Don't you? Sure I do. Everyone likes Evelyn. By fancy her, you mean like fancy her. But so does he. Well, I mean, jeez. Okay. You know, I'm flattered at the same time, maybe a little bit creeped out. Nikki, I miss you. I know you don't miss me. Oh, that's not true. I know not to trust words like that. Then why say anything? Because it's true. I miss you. I want to see you again. Well, you know how to find me. Yeah, I know. I'll schedule something again soon. I can't believe I do this. Sometimes I hate myself so much. Well... Sarah, wait, is that like Raynor's assistant, or is this a different Sarah? Hey, what are you up to? I've always really admired you. I never told you that before, but it's true. You work with Raynor and put up with him every day. That takes a lot of work, I know. Your talents are wasted in that job. You deserve so much more. Hi, Sauron. Are you drunk? Haha, maybe. I'm not lying, though. Don't you want more in life than to be someone's secretary? You're intelligent. Raynor's not an easy boss to work with. I'm sure you know that. I sure do. Let me take you out sometime. We can trade stories, war stories. I know I have a reputation, but that's with people I don't respect. I respect you. It's different. Ask me again when you're sober. Okay, I will. And that's that. So it was Raynor's assistant. She must be hot. Andrea. This is nothing but girls. Oh my god. I don't know why I didn't notice that at first. You around? So you're ignoring me. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I've been under a lot of stress. These business fucks are driving me crazy. I should have realized they just grind you down. Alright. Well, that was fairly juicy. Not as juicy as I thought, but, overall, Sauron is unhappy. Agree. Sauron is attempting to connect with others. Agree. Sauron's attempts to connect with others are unsuccessful. Agree. Done nothing but agree all 9 times. This isn't a coincidence. It can't be. I know! Well, he didn't volunteer to be in this thing. Right? Or did he? Or did Raynor have his information and just stick it in there? Thinking that, like, whoever did it wouldn't know the difference. He didn't know it was going to go to me. Maybe he wanted it to go to me.